I'm Pastor Bob, and I work with Sanctuary International. We've been going for probably, I guess 31 years now. It's been a while. I moved to Nashville in 1994 from California, where we started Sanctuary. I moved here to concentrate more on the international part of the ministry, and so I've been in Nashville for 21 years now. What brought me to Nashville? Basically a need to kind of relocate the ministry to do more international stuff. And once I got here, I began to kind of be more involved in some other things besides the heavy metal ministry that I've been involved with for a while. One evening I was speaking at a church locally in Nashville, and I made a comment about taking responsibility for your life. And just said that everybody needs to. We live in a great country where anything is possible. And I made a bit of a derogatory statement about homeless and said even homeless people on the street have the same opportunities if they would just do it. Somebody came up to me afterwards and said, Pastor Bob, have you ever really talked to a homeless person? And when I thought of homelessness, I thought of the panhandlers, the people that bug you for money, all of that, and I realized that even those people I hadn't spent much time with. So I said, I don't think maybe I ever really have. And so they said, well, maybe you shouldn't talk about things you don't know anything about. And they were right. So that week I made it a point to learn a little bit about homelessness, and somebody pointed to the Jefferson Street Bridge where we're feeding now, and I met some guys there. They asked me if I was a biker, because I look like one, and I said that I'm not, but my cousin is actually the president of Hells Angels International, and the minute they heard that and that Sonny was my cousin, we were best friends all of a sudden. So they invited me back, and they said, and could you bring food next time? And I made sandwiches, and the first a couple months going to visit them, made sandwiches. Today that's translated into about 8,000 meals every month to the homeless people in Nashville. So right off the bat, I had my parents come down and kind of see what we were doing. They had just relocated to Nashville to retire, and they fell in love with the homeless ministry also, so they started working with me. Actually, all of the food that goes through that is served to that 8,000 people goes through my mom's hands. So she's very much involved, 86 years old, by both of my parents. And we've been doing that for 11 years now. It's been a great, great time. Volunteers come and go. It's one of those things that is, it's easy to get burned out with it. And so we have people that come and go. We have some people that have been with us almost the whole time. And then we never know who's going to be there to help us to serve food. But if we're short on servers, the homeless people serve each other. So it's been a great time. It's always my hope that one of these days we're going to stop what we're doing because we're not needed anymore. And a lot of the people that we serve, actually, 11 years ago, a lot of them were homeless because they wanted to be homeless, many of them. Or there were some mental problems or one thing or another. These days, I would say at least half or more are homeless because of these economic times we're living in, and I don't see things getting a lot better. So I think as long as we continue to struggle with the economy, as long as people struggle to just stay in a home, I don't see the homeless situation improving. I would love to be out of a job working with the homeless. I'd love to see it discontinued simply because we don't need it anymore. But the truth is the lines are getting longer. When Trader Joe's first opened in Nashville, I went in and introduced myself and said, I love Trader Joe's, used to shop there when I lived in California. And then I asked them what they were doing with their expiring food. I told them that we were starting a homeless ministry, and I think we'd been going for 6 or 8 months by that point. And Charles, in charge, the guy that was running Trader Joe's at that point, said, we'd love to work with you, that we're all about that. And they've been awesome with us. They donate probably $50,000 worth of food a month to us, of expiring food, not necessarily expired, expiring, all great food. And plus, they've done fundraisers for us. They couldn't be more supportive. I'm a huge fan of Trader Joe's. You know, I'm often asked, how do you get started in a homeless ministry? And if you're interested in working with ours in Nashville, you just come down. We've never had an organizational meeting. You know, just come down and serve. If you're looking at starting a homeless ministry, I have a 3-point outline, and it goes like this. Find food, find homeless, feed them. Of course, it's a little more involved than that, but that are the basic 3 things you do. And folks, anybody can do it. It's a matter of having a heart for them, realizing that there are people in need, and simply responding to their need. And I hope that people who are watching will respond. There are people around you right now that are looking for a meal that could sure use your help. God bless you. Have a great day.